In today's video, I will be ranking early game towers in TDS from S plus tier, being the highest, to F tier, being the worst. Let's jump in. The first tower we will be ranking is the Brawler. The Brawler is a melee tower that deals massive single target damage. The Brawler costs $600 to place, so you can get it on the first wave. The Brawler also has a knockback ability, knocking back enemies every third hit and dealing extra damage.
Nice.
The Brawler also has a reposition ability, jumping to the selected area and dealing damage. The only flaws in this tower is its range and slightly expensive cost for the early game, so it's getting an S tier. Next up is the Golden Scout. Golden Scout is the golden version of the Scout. It shoots with a pistol, doing decent damage, and has a nice range. The reason this tower is good is because of its cost efficiency. It costs $250 to place, meaning you can place 2 of them down on the first wave and start farming without worrying about spending a lot. The downsides of this tower is that it's outclassed by a lot of other towers, and with the reworked Fallen mode having tanky enemies, it's not that good as it used to be, so this tower gets a B+ tier.
Nice.
Moving on. The next tower is the Gladiator. The Gladiator is a melee tower dealing a nice amount of damage and has pierce, meaning he can hit multiple enemies at once. This tower is mainly used for speedrunning because it can spawn kill all the enemies if placed at the front. However, this tower has the same problem as Golden Scout. It doesn't have much single target DPS and it has an extremely short range, so the Gladiator against something like the Abnormal Boss or Fallen Squire won't be effective. So the Gladiator gets a B+ tier right behind the Golden Scout. Up next is the Golden Soldier. The Golden Soldier is the golden version of the Soldier. It shoots with a burst rifle, meaning it shoots multiple bullets at once and then stops for a second. Golden Soldier costs $500 to place, so you can get it on the first wave. The Golden Soldier is also a good option for a sub DPS, doing very good damage on max level like this.
Damn!
Golden Soldier gets in a plus tier. Next up is the Golden Crook Boss. Golden Crook Boss is the golden version of the Crook Boss. It shoots with a revolver, dealing good damage, and has nice range. It costs $800 to place, meaning you can get it on the second wave. It spawns crooks that are actually very powerful, sometimes more powerful than the Crook Boss itself. This tower is also a very good option for a sub DPS and very close to being a DPS tower too. This tower has the potential to do massive damage and nicely transitions from early to mid to late game. Only problem is that it's pretty expensive, nothing else. So this tower gets an easy S+ tier, extremely powerful. Next up is the Cowboy. The Cowboy shoots with a revolver, dealing medium damage. The Cowboy has a special passive that every 6 or 12 shots he gains money depending on the level. He costs $450 to place, so you can get it on the first wave. If you want a good loadout, but don't have space for a farm and an early game tower, get the Cowboy. He's both in one tower. So this tower gets an easy S+ tier behind the Golden Crook Boss. Moving on. Lastly, we have the Ace Pilot. The Ace Pilot is a plane that shoots from above down to enemies. This tower is very versatile, being able to change flying directions and paths. It also has a passive ability to drop a bomb, dealing splash damage and kills crowds. It costs $450 to place, so you can get it on the first wave. On level 4, it gets another passive ability, giving towers in its range permanent hidden detection. This is very useful if you have rangers so they can see hiddens. The problem is this tower spins in a circle or in an H shape, so it's not always going to attack. It also doesn't have a lot of DPS to kill the tankier enemies. This tower gets a B tier. It's outclassed by everything else, and just not strong enough. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, consider liking the video and subscribe to the channel with the bell to not miss any new videos. This video took me multiple hours to make, so I'd really appreciate your support. Goodbye.